Welcome. My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. And I have a neat little project for you today. I saw this initially on, I believe, Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I changed it around a little bit, but she had taken some old scrapbook paper, 12 by 12, folded it in half, and made a little book of just papers. And then she would make clusters in the books, and then you would have a place to store the clusters, and you could work on them as you were, as you had little pieces. And it was just a fabulous idea, and a few other people have done it since then. And I thought I would just take that idea and use it for the project that I'm working on right now, which is the God's Big Picture study that I'm doing over on the Inspired Junk Journalers. So this is what I did, and I'll show you how I do this step by step in a couple of minutes. But I just made a bunch of little collages on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, cut it in half, so then I have kind of a little book. And anytime I want to use a cluster, I can just tear it out, and then this scrapbook paper will be part of the background. I thought this was a fabulous idea, and I thought I would show you how I did it. Oh, let's get started. So here I have my page that I cut in. I had a 12 by 12 and I cut it in half at 6 inches. You can use a digital for this that matches whatever you're doing. You can just use a piece of cardstock. This is just paper because I didn't want it too thick. But that's what I decided to use. You could use any size, any color, whatever works for you. And then what I want to do is I want to build my clusters on top of this page. So I just have a couple of pieces here. This is my scrap container for all of the scraps that I've accumulated thus far in our Inspired Junk Journalers journey here. And I have been encouraging those in the group to keep all of their scraps, because I know that we'll be able to put some of them at least to good use. So this is one of the things that I want to show you. So I'm just layering up some strips, just 3 different strips, different colors, different sizes, just in that format. And this is one of the butterflies that is in the Inspired Junk Journalers kit. So I think I'm just going to put that there. And this will be kind of a sideways tuck it. It could go on the side of a page, or it could go on a pocket in this way. So whatever I want to do, and then when I'm ready to use it, I'll just tear around here, and then a little bit of this background will accompany the cluster, and I can use it in my page. So I'm going to make another one very similar to that. And this one is just same kind of papers. And here's a piece of the pink stripe. Maybe I'll just kind of do that one a little bit more off center. Just using a glue stick for this. Just do it like that. And then here's another one of the images from our Inspired Junk Journal kit. So I'm going to use that one. And again, this will be like a side tuck, or on a pocket or something like that. And again, I would just rip a little bit around the edge for that one. I'll show you what they look like at the end. So here is one of the pages of fussy cut images that I have in the Inspired Junk Journalers kit. It's one page like this, and it would normally be printed on 8.5 by 11 landscape. But I printed 2 to a page because I wanted them a little bit smaller. so I could make a little bit smaller clusters. So, but use whatever images you want. You can use purchase die cuts, digital fussy cuts from anything that you want. Butterflies are always good, birds, flowers, different things like that. So I'm just going to get these cut out, and then I'm going to show you my process of making some of the smaller clusters. I'll maybe do one on camera at normal speed, and then I'll speed up through some of the rest of it so you don't have to do everything, but you can see a little bit of my process, and then I can show you some of the final results at the end. Okay, so I got some of my little fussy cuts cut out, and I just started making a little bit of groupings here. So I'm just literally tearing up scraps that I had in my little scrap bin here. I'll put some glue stick on the back of them. I inked a little bit around some of the edges, not every one. And then I'll just put the base layer on my book here. Here's another layer. You know, when you're doing this, if you've never really done clusters before, just kind of stagger things a little bit. Make some different interesting patterns. I like to do, if I'm going to do like a long skinny one, I have all of my strips long and skinny. If I do kind of a shorter kind of squarish shape, I might do that, or put circles around it. I put a little bit of ink around that bird, and I'll just stand him up there. It doesn't matter if it hangs off of the cluster because you're going to use some of this paper anyways. These are all images from the Inspired Junk Journalers kit that I'm using, and all the papers are as well, except for the rose paper here. So there, I have a simple little cluster. I'll tear around the edge, maybe ink around the edge and use it on a pocket or something. I'll do maybe one more. I'll do this one this way maybe. Leave a little bit of space in between your different clusters because you're going to want to tear in between them. So it's good to just kind of stagger things a little bit for interest. Vary the colors, vary the shapes a little bit. Okay, and then this was a floral that I just fussy cut out. Glue that one on. I want some of those layers to show. I'll just do that, and then I've got a little tiny price tag here, so I'm just going to stick that on as well. And there's another one. So I'm just going to continue. I'll fill this up. I have another sheet, the other 6x6 that I had. I'll probably fill both of those up, and then I'll show you at the end what they look like.
I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. My soul glories in Yahweh. Let the humble hear and rejoice. Oh, magnify the Lord with me. Let us praise his name together. I sought the Lord, he answered me, delivered me from all my fears. His saints will shine and not be shamed. This poor man cried, was saved from his trials. angel of the Lord surrounds his saints and delivers them. Oh, taste and see that he is good. Blessed is he who trusts in him. Oh, taste and see that he is good. He is good, good to me.
Fear the Lord, O you his saints, 'cause those who fear him, they have no want. Young lions suffer hunger, but those who seek him lack no good thing. Come, O children, listen to me. I'll counsel you in the fear of Yahweh. Which one of you wants to live a life that's rich and long and full of good? Keep your tongue from evil words.
All right, so I filled up my 2 pages here, and I'm just gonna let you have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clusters on this one. It's kind of hard to really tell what they're going to look like when you see it just all in one spot like that. And here's the other page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on this one. So lots of different sizes, different orientations, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to tear one out here to show you. It's kind of hard on this page on this paper to see where the borders are. Just tear around that. I want a torn edge on the whole thing. And put a little bit of ink around that. So it's a really cool way of to make the clusters. They're all in one place. They stay in one place. You don't have to do it all at once. You know, as you get scraps, just kind of stick them on there like you saw, I think. The way I was doing this one, I was just sort of doing the bases, and then I put the focus image on later. So here's just a bag that I thought I would use in my journal, because it matches quite nicely with the paper colors in here. So I can put it in here. I could put this on the bottom like that. I can put it up here, on here. I could maybe do, because this is a long skinny piece, I might do something like I would tear this up, but I might do, you know, something just to anchor it like that. What else could I do? I mean, I could decorate it, use it to decorate a page pretty much anywhere. Even just on, you know, one of these pages, I think that will look great. That's not maybe big enough for there, but I could use or I could just put it there and use it as a little tuck. Or I could put something else, put a pocket, or like put it on a pocket or something like that. This is, because of the closure, it doesn't work, but you know, this on that size of a pocket would look really good. Or like that. I've got kind of different things in various stages of doneness in here, because I'm working on all parts of this at the same time. So, but yeah, lots of places that you could, it would look good on some of these pockets too. Lots of places that you could use these afterwards. So go ahead and make some. I used one 12 by 12. You could use also a page of the digitals that match the kit. Or any, I mean, use any of your papers if you're working on another project. Use any of your papers, any of your little fussy cuts, word labels, whatever you want. I may even put a little bit of stickles or gems or something on a couple of these maybe as I'm using them. So really versatile and fun to do, and go give it a try. See you in the next video, friends.